How's it going, guys? Ben here with iTechTriad, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite tech pranks for April Fool's Day of 2015. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and get started with number 5, and that is Google Smartbox. Now, Google Smartbox is a joke of how Google wants to reinvent physical mail. Now, they've already kind of done that with email in Google's Inbox app, but physical mail, they always say it just sits in the mailbox. You don't know when it's coming or anything like that. But Google Smartbox, what it does is it tells you on your phone when you get a package in your mailbox or an envelope, and it'll sort it and it'll keep the right temperature. And it was just a really funny prank. And actually, if you signed up for a beta invite, you actually got an email back, which I thought was pretty funny. Google kind of just went all in on this one, and it was a pretty good little April Fool's prank. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So next is one from OnePlus. Now, this company is infamous for a lot of things, including not getting Lollipop updates out in time. But for April Fool's, what they did was the OnePlus DR1. Now, the OnePlus DR1 is a drone, or a quadcopter to be more accurate. Now, I've become a huge fan of quadcopters recently, and I was kind of excited to see what came out of this. And it was an actually real product. So the OnePlus DR1 was actually modeled. It's basically the exact same design as a lot of other nano drones, such as the Cheerson CX-10. It's a pretty cool prank. The drone cost $20 on OnePlus website, and it was only available for a couple of hours. And now that the stock is gone, you're not going to be able to get one unless you're willing to buy it off eBay, which really isn't worth it because this is just a rehashed drone with their logo on it. But it was a pretty funny prank. I thought it was kind of cool that it was an actual real product that you could buy and get your hands on. So pretty cool prank. Probably not my favorite one, but I thought I'd mention it because it was pretty good. But next, let's talk about Motorola. Now, Motorola did the Moto selfie stick, and honestly, I didn't love the idea of another selfie stick. I think those are kind of pointless, but I know a lot of people love them. But I kind of thought what was the funniest part of this was just how serious the video was about it. Motorola made this really, really awesome, very serious video about all the craftsmanship and work that went into this, making this very premium selfie stick. And I got a real kick out of the video. Thought it was absolutely hilarious. If you guys want to watch the video, it's linked down below in the description. Obviously, this time the product is not real, so you can't go out and buy one, although I know a lot of people do want one. But it was a pretty good prank nonetheless, and I thought the video was absolutely hilarious. But next, let's move on to CyanogenMod. Now, CyanogenMod has been kind of on some people's bad sides lately, but what they did for April Fool's Day, which they always do something, I thought this one was absolutely hilarious. Now, if you remember a couple months ago, there were rumors that CyanogenMod was going to be bought out by Microsoft. So for April Fool's Day, if you flashed the latest nightly on your phone, it showed Android is upgrading, powered by Microsoft, and had the Windows logo, and I got an absolute kick out of that. First time I saw it, when I was scrolling through my Google Plus feed, I just completely lost it. I thought it was absolutely hilarious because it was a really strong rumor. A lot of people believed it. Obviously, it's not true, but I got a real kick out of it that they kind of played around with it. So if you do want to see this, you can flash a nightly for April 1st, or I guess March 31st, and you'll be able to see this on your device. I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and I can't wait to see what they do next year because it's always pretty funny. Now, my number one pick for an April Fool's prank for 2015 came from a website, which I'm sure many of you know, called Android Police. Now, Android Police, they didn't do a lot for April Fool's Day. They mainly just covered what everyone else did, but the one thing that they did too that had me on the floor when I realized what was going on was they announced Google Reader 2.0. Now, if you guys remember, Google Reader shut down about a year ago, and a lot of people absolutely hated that because it was their go-to RSS reader. So for April Fool's Day, they went ahead and kind of joked around with fake renders that they made about a re-envisioned Google Reader 2.0 app with material design, and it was absolutely hilarious. Any of the links you clicked on either went to a Rickroll video or was an old copy of the Google Reader app, and it was absolutely hilarious. I know a lot of people were really mad about it because they want this to be true. Even I want this to be true, but it's not, and it was an absolutely hilarious prank. I think it was the best one I saw all day. So now a couple of honorable mentions. Now Google, of course, I've said it earlier, they are, in my opinion, the king of tech pranks when it comes to April Fools. And two of my other favorites were Google Pac-Man. So if you went to Google Maps and you went to a place with enough roads and intersections, you could actually turn it into a live Pac-Man demo. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I thought it was very cool. And it actually worked really well. Now, they always do something with Google Maps, but this was one of my favorites so far. Now, aside from that, in Japan, Google released a product that it was interesting. I'd love to know who came up with the idea for it, and it is Google Panda. Now, this was basically a stuffed animal that you could use Google Now with, and it was absolutely hilarious. The product launch video was very well done. It was very, very funny. The product honestly looks pretty cool, but it was very out there, and I thought it was really cool. I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can see the product launch video. Obviously, that was fake, but it was pretty cool nonetheless. And last but not least, the new MacBook. That was, wow, that was like the best prank I've ever seen. It's pointless, and it was awesome at this. Wait, it's real? No, it can't be real. Wait, does that mean the $17,000 watch is real too? No, it can't be. Wow.